Hello everybody, and welcome back to our journey through Azeroth. I am your host Valenfors. This little chap here is Sir Ranelil, our level 13 good looking rogue there. And we are today going to continue from where we left off in our last episode. We are about to be leaving Gilneas forever, but before we do, you may see that we have, obviously, we're in almost like a harbour area, and we have all of our Gilneans here looking after us. We have these things over here, hippogriffs. Anyone who's watched Harry Potter will be fully aware of what a hippogriff is. Type of, almost like a mixture of a griffin and an eagle. Of course, griffin being another mythical beast. We have some funny looking ships in this area, and lo and behold, we have a new race that has appeared. We've met these guys before. These are night elves. They are here helping us in the defense of Gilneas, but unfortunately it's not going according to plan. So let's start here with the final fight for Gilneas. We now have orcs advancing apparently, and they have a gunship as well. Okay, this is a brilliant mission. We get to use one of these bad boys just here. This is called a glaive thrower. It fires big metallic discs, and you'll see just exactly how this thing works. We have to kill 40 orc raiders, 8 wolfmoor outriders, and finally 4 orcish war machines. I seem to be stuck on a wall. Okay. So there's one guy. We can fire out something like that, which fires a number of discs, like that. You can see. It's good for groups of enemies, like that.
I can't cast that yet.
And we can fire a single disc as well, which also hits groups of enemies. There we go. Let's do that. There's a war machine in the distance. There's one war machine done. Okay, so we've destroyed the outriders so far. Let's try and find a few more of these war machines, and a couple more raiders as well.
I can't cast that yet.
Let's do that. That should be everyone destroyed, or near enough to. Here's the last one. Of course, we don't want to destroy ourselves. Why is this not dying? There we go. And finally, let's just do that. There we go. We can now hand in. I do love this thing. I wish that they'd made more PvP areas that used siege machines. Unfortunately, not that many. But this thing is amazing. Look at it. Yeah. Anyway, so let's head back to base. I don't need to bring this thing back, but it's faster than running, so we may as well, right? Let's not get caught. There we go. Let's jump out. Ooh. And hand in. Now we've got a choice here of a bow or a staff. don't use bows, he's a melee class, so we're going to take this. It's worth more. You can see sell price is 9 silver compared to 5 silver. So let's do that. And we also have a mission over here now.
What is it?
Okay, awesome. Tobias apparently is going to give me
We've been walled up for far too long.
a sign when we can board our hippogriff and take down, can't even see it in the sky, he's saying let's give everyone time to gather, we'll need a handful of people to come with us. Okay, fine. There is basically an airship that's flying around here somewhere, can't see it at the moment, but we're going to go and destroy it. Ah, okay, hop on a hippogriff, now's our chance, let's go. And this thing is on rails, it's flying by itself, which is fine. I'm a little bit concerned by the fact that I can't see the airship. I know it's here somewhere, and this thing is going to take me to it. There it is. Is that it? That might be it. I hope it's it. Normally you can see it flying around. They might have changed it. But look at the size of this thing. It's huge. Other than a handful of other quests in the game, this has got to be one of my favourite. And you will see why in just a moment. It is absolutely amazing. Okay, so we're going to get dropped off here. Let's hit in stealth and start helping them clear out these orcs. I'm going to head this way. There we go. And there's another one that's just spawned in over here. Let's get rid of this one as well. Is there any others? Nope, no more up this way. There's a couple on the other side. It's a case of this area needs to be clear. There we go. Done and dusted. Let's head back to Lorna.
Secure the rafters.
Well, I think we have. Looks pretty secure to me.
Make it quick.
Have we not?
I
Greymane
want
will
2
lead us to
sharpshooters
victory.
stay
There we go.
behind and cover the deck. Everyone else, use the ropes to rappel down. Let's give them hell.
Okay, so we get to use these ropes to rappel down. So let's go. Let's kill these things. There we go.
Hands up, green skin! My men will give you your new bearing. You try anything funny? The rest of you, follow me downstairs.
I don't want to get too close to the edge here. Oh, they haven't even seen me. Good. Dead. And now we just have to wait for Lorna to come and join us. I think her name's Lorna, isn't it? Yeah, Lorna. Here she comes. Hurry up. She's going to start taking all these guys down, so I'm just going to help her out here. There we go. Right, what are you doing? Plant the explosives.
Explosives in the furnace room. Just hold them off now.
Oh wow, take a look at this guy.
That's one big orc.
Tell me about it. And yes, we are moving now. Right, let's wait for them to engage. There we go. Gotta love the music.
Ready yet?
Luckily, with us being in proximity Lorna, we have this here. Grants high morale. It increases our regen rate astronomically, in fact. Right, this guy's going down. There we go.
It's about to blow. Jump on the wyverns.
Okay, as you heard her, we're jumping on a wyvern. She called it a wyvern. I would say wyvern personally, but there you go. There it goes. That thing has gone. And here we are, flying away. Back to base. Well, we were. Now we're flying back to the area exploded. Come on, take us back home. There we go. That's what I was expecting. Absolutely amazing, that quest. I absolutely love it. Fantastic. So here we go. We're coming into land now. But unfortunately, that is it in terms of this zone. We are saying goodbye to Gilneas forever. Everyone on board the ships now. Exactly. We are heading to the Night Elf City. It's a new loading screen there. And here we are in Rutharan Village. Change in the music, change in the art style. We're in a very, very different area now. We are in somewhere called Kalimdor, and this is what is referred to as the World Tree. That there is Teldrassil, I believe. And we will be heading up this way and taking this portal up to the top to Darnassus. That is the name
well met
of the Night Elf City. Speak to Gen Greymane at the Howling Oak in Darnassus. So let's go and do that now. Here we go. And this is where we are. This is Darnassus. And again, amazing music for this game. Fills you with inspiration. I can remember the first time playing this many years ago. It's a good feeling, I can tell you that much. Oh dear. And there's something about, I don't know if I'm very quiet and ignore the music just for a second, just engage in the game itself and the sounds. Just close your eyes. This may seem silly, guys, but just close your eyes and listen to the sounds. I'm going to stop talking, try and hear the kind of magical sprite wispy sounds. And just imagine, you know, that ambient noise in the background. That is what I've listened to for almost 9 years now. And whenever I play this game, it just That noise, I don't know what it is, but it does something to me. It almost sends me into a trance. Anyway, let's head over this way. Here is again Greymane. Let's hand in.
Gilneas will prevail. My people have suffered.
And we have a new quest here, Breaking Waves of
Only I can
Change.
shoulder more of their burden.
Okay, so we are going to help out the Night Elves in a place called Lordenai. That's where we're heading next. And our king is heading off to Stormwind to meet King Varian. He is the leader of the human race. So that is in fact what we're going to do. We've just been met here by Malfurion Stormrage and Tyrande Whisperwind. These two are in fact the leaders of the Night Elves. More Tyrande Whisperwind than Malfurion Stormrage. He is actually the leader of the Druid faction. And of course Druids can be Night Elves, which makes it a little bit more tricky. But as you can see, they are quite happily welcoming us Worgen into their home and their hearts. So that's cool.
I got a bad feeling.
Got rogue trainer here, that's
Farewell.
fine. Now, before we leave the magical area that is Darnassus, we're just going to take a little look around town first. We're going to pick up a few repeatable quests that are in town as well. There's a repeatable cooking quest, there is a repeatable fishing quest. They are daily. Each day there could potentially be something different, but not only do they aid in increasing your cooking skill or fishing skill respectively, they can also well, they give quite a nice lot of experience, they give money, and you get one of these, which is an Epicurean's Award. You can use these to purchase recipes. So this one is to make or obtain 10 pieces of spice bread. Nice, easy quest.
My goods are of the highest quality.
We know that we need 2 of those and 2 of those. Okay, nice, simple, easy quest. Has he got anything else that we can pick up? Yes, he does. He has Kaldori Spider Kebab, which requires small spider's legs, and he has spiced wolf meat. So let's pick both of those up.
I will light your path.
And let's see what we can do in the way of cooking here. I'm going to create the 10 spiced breads, which are for the quest. There's a tiger just here called Garfield. Deary me. It's this Pandaren hunter's pet here. And we shall also just use up our spider's legs to make these things the Kaldori Spider Kebabs. We are going to no, we're not going to hand. We're going to hold on to those spider kebabs, and I'll explain why in just a second. Let's hand in here. So we'll hand in the 10 spice bread. We'll get our +1 cooking skill and 6 silver. There we go. And an achievement. I will just check. He also has venison jerky. Let's pick that up. We can make 2 of these. Annoyingly, I just need 1 more point and we could level this up again. How annoying that is. Okay, not to worry. We're going to also get something that allows us to level that up and take the next cooking rank. But we'll do that in just a second. Now, the reason that... Oh, what am I doing? The reason... Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting confused. The reason that I'm keeping hold of these spider kebabs is, if you read the tooltip, it says, restores 252 health over 18 seconds. our health regen is so high at the moment anyway, we don't really need to be eating particularly, so that seems a little bit of a waste, right? However, you will notice if I spend at least 10 seconds eating, I'll become well fed and I will gain 2 stamina for 15 seconds. This is referred to as a buff. It will go up here and it will allow us to effectively just increase our health for a small duration, 15 minutes to be precise. Later we end up picking up things which increase by an hour, let's say. So that's quite useful. Now, here's the stuff we've banked earlier. I'm going to hit this cleanup bank, and you'll notice that all of my items will stack. Here we go. Boom. And we're going to put away this stuff as well. Okay. We also have a reagent bank tab, which will put these items, these are reagents, into the reagent tab there for not using up our standard bank space for other items. However, I don't have 100 gold, at least not on this character, and I have already said I am not going to be providing this character with money or any help whatsoever. He is going to be self-sufficient. So, for now, there's nothing to do. But, what have we got here? Speak with the costumed orphan matron in either Goldshire, Darnassus or Azeroth. Watch human trips to orphans, those poor children. You find orphans, okay, let's forget orphans for now. Season for celebration, speak to Celestine, of the harvest just outside. That's all to do with Stormwind. We're not going to Stormwind, not today at least, so let's forget that for now. Let's head over this way. I need to go and put this on my toolbar, there we go. And here, my friends, is our fishing daily quest. We've got something called the Sister's Pendant. When we got back to the shore, pendant was missing. The lakes in Darnassus are full of giant catfish who will gobble up anything. I've been catching them non-stop, hoping to find the one with her pendant. I don't suppose you want to help. Okay, so retrieve at Queen's moon pendant from the belly of a giant catfish. You should be able to catch them anywhere you can fish in Darnassus. Fine. So here we go. Yeah, fine. Does this guy have anything special? Not particularly. Right, okay, let's start fishing then. So I don't think I've shown you fishing. You cast your line. As soon as this thing bobs, we right click and we will loot whatever there is on the end of it. If our fishing skill is lower than the area that we are fishing in, we will pick up something called trash. What we just picked up there was called a sickly fish. That is a trash item. We are going to continue picking up trash until such time as our fishing skill is high enough for this area for you to fish in such a, I think it's referred to as a no trash level. I believe for cities that is either 25 or 50, I can't quite remember which. So let's just continue here and fish a little bit. This shouldn't take us long. It's a nice relaxing pastime. Even outside of the game, you know, you can fish in real life, and everyone who does fish will know it is a nice relaxing pastime. However, in game it just breaks up having to quest and kill and all these other things that you do. It just gives you, you know, a little sense of difference in game, and it, as I say, it breaks up the gameplay somewhat. It's always nice to do something different now and again, right? Obviously there's still things like PvP and dungeons and everything else, but sometimes it's just nice to break away from all that grind and come and just relax. It gives everybody the opportunity to just chill out It is Sunday after all. At this point it's probably about, I would say, well, if you're watching it from when it came up, it's probably around 6:30 by now, I would say. If you're not, and you've been watching it later on, and it's not a Sunday, I do apologise. But when this went up, it was Sunday, and if you are watching at this present point in time, and it is Sunday, you're kicking back, you've got your feet up, you know, you're chilling. You can just, if you don't want to see me fish, you can just close your eyes and instead listen to the music. More than one occasion I have been fishing in-game, I must say at a late night session perhaps, and I found myself being very tired afterwards. Not because I was up late, but just because fishing in general, when you're watching the little bobber, your eyes are focusing on one area, you tend to get tired easier. And when I was younger playing this game and I had trouble sleeping, I used to log on and do about half an hour of fishing, so it ended up helping me get to sleep. Nice little story for you there. Okay, well, so at the moment we're still getting junk, which is a little bit annoying. We're up to a fishing skill of 17 at the moment. We are going to continue. We are picking up quite a few bits of junk, though. We are going to be able to sell this junk to this chap here, which in turn will allow us to obviously make a little bit of money. Oh, that's our first fish that isn't junk. A raw longjaw mud snapper. There is a recipe to cook up one of these. Requires level 50. It's a very good way of getting your cooking up relatively quickly. In fact, fishing and cooking together generally go very well hand in hand. It's the best way of leveling your cooking up. And the more we fish, the quicker that fishing skill is going to go up. The fact that we've already caught one fish, however, that isn't a trash item suggests that we are getting into the realms of being able to catch stuff. We now have a fishing skill of 25, that's awesome. I'm not going to be fishing every single episode, guys, so I just want to make the most of doing it now. Just got an achievement there for catching 25 fish. That technically isn't quite correct. We haven't caught 25 fish. We have caught 25 items. We haven't caught 25 fish. What the hell is that? I've just had a giant raven land on my face. And I'm actually just going to leave the trade channel. There we go. There's people just chatting a load of crap in it, and yeah, it starts to get annoying after a while. So we're going to continue here to fish for a bit until such time as we find this giant catfish. Once we find the giant catfish, there isn't actually anything to suggest that it's going to be the correct giant catfish that contains this girl's sister's pendant. I think it's 85% drop rate, I believe, for the catfish to have the pendant on it. I don't think we have to jump into the water to find it either. It is a fishing quest. There are a few, believe it or not, fishing quests that don't require you to fish. There's a raw bristle whisker catfish there. Aha! We have a giant catfish. What does it have inside it? The pendant. Fantastic.
Elune Adore.
There we go. We get the bag of shiny things and one fishing skill. So let's open this up and see what's inside it. Wow, okay. That's the first bag I've got. You've seen that, right? We obviously, you know, fishing skill we've just leveled up from 1 to 36. This is the first quest we have completed. I have just received this. This is the Weather Beaten Journal, which teaches you the fine art of fishing finding. Now, fish finding, that is incredibly, well, not incredibly hard to come across, but I wouldn't expect to have picked that up on our first bag. So that's amazing. We can't use it, however, until we're fishing level 100. So I'm going to be dropping that off in the bank, along with this, which is a lure, effectively. I don't use mana, so we're going to be selling that and getting that, and yeah, great. Okay. Oh, wait. Let us also put that gem away, because I don't need that either. Okay. So we can now start to head down to this area. That is where we will be questing from this point onwards. Before we do that, however, I don't want to be leaving this area without at least getting cooking up to the next stage. That would seem very silly. It's probably the same with smithing and mining. If I'm honest, I should probably make sure that those are leveled as well, at least to 50 in both, so that we don't have to worry about coming back to the city too often. What we're going to do is we're going to head just out of here and into the starting area for the Night Elves. This is where actually the Night Elves start, is on Teldrassil. So what are we looking for? I'm looking for anything that I can skin, and also specifically spiders, which I'm almost certain are still in these areas. There's the awesome music again. There's something that we can skin. Now the reason I'm doing this is because what I don't want to happen is to get to the next area and for us to be in a situation where the things that we're killing we can't skin because they're too high level. I don't know whether they've changed that now. And I think we just picked up the one item I needed as well. I'll just make sure by killing another one of these things. There we go. Yeah, we just got another small spider's leg. Fantastic. Okay. Shadow Glen is where you start. There you go. And then you head down to Dolinar, and around this area and over here as a night elf. Just so everybody knows. Right, so let's head back. I'm not entirely sure of where the blacksmith is, but I know that we can smelt in the next little town we go to. My very first character in game was a night elf. It was a night elf hunter? Not sure what an hunter is, I've just made up a class. It was a night elf hunter, and when I first came to Darnassus I was amazed, you know, massive city like this. In my first real MMO I had no idea where I was going, and I ended up just spending almost a day looking around each of these different areas, different shops. And to all intents and purposes, this place is generally, I mean, you can see people walking around, but it is a dead city. There aren't that many people that come here. Those that do, they're only here to hand in certain quests and stuff, and then they disappear. Because it's coming up to Halloween, we can pick up Trick or Treat. I've just been turned into a slime. Lovely. Makes an awesome noise. Not. So I'm going to come out slime ability. I can't do anything whilst I'm in slime ability. I can't cast spells or anything. So out we come. However, we did just pick up. What is this now? We did just pick up. There we go. Handful of treats. What did we get? Trick or Treat. And toothpicks. That sparkling smile. Yeah, my smile is actually, it makes your mouth glisten. That's incredible. Okay. So, let us cook up these spider's legs, and we'll be able to pick up the level 50 items here.
What brings you here?
What's he got? Smoked sage fish. I think I'm going to want to head down to Dolinar actually. I've got a feeling that one of them over there has got a recipe that I'm going to need. But here we go. We can take Journeyman Cooking now. 4 silver, 75 copper. Boom. We can also pick up boiled clams. Fine. Coyote meat. Fine. And this one, Fillet of Frenzy. Fine. Awesome. This is generally where your money ends up disappearing to. I'm also actually just going to sell all the stuff we don't need. Let's just sort our bags out. There we go. That. I don't want my top hat. That's fine. I don't need a mana potion. Linen bandages. Nope. Venison jerky. Nope, not interested. Spider kebabs we'll put. Actually, no, we'll put here so we can just eat them quickly. This other stuff I'm probably going to dump into our bank. And before we leave the city, for the time being of course, I'm going to head back into our little grotto-y area over here that's been set aside for the Worgen. Believe you me, this area did not actually exist a number of years ago until they put in the Cataclysm expansion. This was just flat land. We're going to
Any friend of Greymane
make this our home, like that.
Good day.
So if we need to use our Hearthstone, we can come
What
back
can I
here.
do for you?
Does she have anything for us? Not
Long
particularly.
live Greymane.
Let's leave then. We'll swing past the bank just to drop off stuff that we don't need. And then we shall continue onwards. Granted, I know we haven't really done an awful lot today, guys. Not much in the way of questing. But we will at least... Let's see if we can hit level 14 before we call it a day. can hear my washing machine in the background. I do apologise for that. That guy's got Wolverine claws. It's pretty cool. So we're not actually that far off being able to pick up a new Worgen spell called Running Wild. You will see that soon. I don't need this stuff, let's drop that off. Right. As you can see, there are pumpkins around. It's one of those holiday events that many games have these days. They will disappear relatively soon, and then I think it starts the Lunar Festival, perhaps. It's like the fireworks festival, effectively, in-game. Let's hop on in. There's a boat which takes you to the Azure Mist. Speak to Vespritus, whatever this chap's name is. We're going to be taking a griffin ride, our first. So, here we go, Lord and I in Darkshore, that's where we're heading to.
Good luck, friend.
And this will be our quest hub for the foreseeable future. Darkshore. And from Darkshore we will be moving south. I think it's south at least. Let's take a look. Yeah, from Darkshore we eventually end up heading south and into, not Felwood, into Ashenvale, there you go. Ashenvale. I've spent the majority of my character's life cycles only ever questing in the Eastern Kingdoms, so it will make a nice change to actually be levelling somewhere else. That's not to say that I haven't already levelled previously in Kalimdor, but I never fully levelled in Kalimdor ever, and I think it would make it a really nice change to be levelling out somewhere else, obviously for everyone else as well. So okay, let's hand in here.
Peace be with you. Illuminate your path.
Okay, we need to find refugees of Albadine that are still alive. That's fine, we can do that. We won't necessarily be doing that today, however, but we will do that for her, of course. We have a candy jar in here. Again, it's a holiday event, it provides us with experience. So why not? And apparently I'm now a ghost. Brilliant. Let's open up that. And we now have a mask, apparently. What do I look like? What am I wearing? It's a Draenei Mail mask. And by clicking on it, it just makes me do a funny little thingy. Okay, we can take that off now. Okay, and as you can see, we have a smelting area here. I'm going to put this down here like that. We can now smelt directly from our bank without having the items on us. However, the items then do go back into our bags, which is kind of annoying. We're just going to do a tiny bit of smelting. I don't expect people to watch me smelt all 100 of these copper. So we're just going to do it until we hit, well, 50 really. Then we shall take another little look around town and find out what's going on. There's another quest just over there. There we go, 50. That'll do.
What brings you here?
Some of the survivors of this last Albanian attack are still trying to make it up the coast to safety. They only caught word that they were coming within the last hour. and they wish they had warning. Fine, okay, so we have to destroy little water elementals, vicious ones apparently. They're called Vaal Sprays.
Be careful.
So let's head out. There don't seem to be that many quests in this area. Let's head down this way then, and here they are. In order to get Vaal Sprays you need to kill the Vile Terrors, though I think there are other Vile Sprays about as well. Sorry if you can hear my washing machine going off in the background there. There's a Vile Spray. There's also a school of fish.
I'm out of range.
There we go, there's one down. These don't pose much in the way of an issue for us. Particularly, I'm not even going to bother stealthing up to them because, quite frankly, they are far too low level. And we can effectively take these down quick enough as it is. We just got a green item there. I think that's probably a two-handed axe. It is. Okay. Can't use them. We need 2 more of these Vile Sprays. Oh, and here are actually the guys that we need for the other quest as well. Okay, she's happy we've saved this guy. Oh, okay, this guy's dead. That's a shame. There are some other survivors around here somewhere though. It's a shame that half these guys are dead. Anyone who's played classic WoW and leveled up as a Night Elf, or in fact in the Darkshore area, will most probably remember all of these characters. It's a real shame because with the Cataclysm came the evil Deathwing. He is a massive dragon. I won't go into too much detail, but he caused this cataclysm which destroyed a lot of the different land masses, etc. And he destroys Albadine, which was just over there. You can see the remnants of the area in the just there. You can see. Okay, so we saved another one. Yeah, and a lot of these guys that you can see, Terenthis, for example, this one here, Gwyneth Bly Legondi, or Legond, and this gun, Grundle Moonbreeze. All of these were NPCs that were in that village, and unfortunately Blizzard killed them all off. Okay, we have one final guy to save. He's just down here, Volkor, and then we can head back to town and hand in, which will ding us, and that is where we will end of course, for today as well. I'm not going to hang about. This guy will get saved. So guys, on our way back to town, I do hope that everybody has enjoyed this new episode. We've left Gilneas now behind us. We are in our new zones, and this is just a continuation, of course, of our journey. We are now journeying further away from home. I do hope everyone is enjoying the series as it is at the moment, and if you guys are, please can you ensure that you leave a like, and also of course comment as well, as I love to hear what everybody has to say anyway, but it helps just to make me push forwards with making these for everybody else.
Farewell.
Ding. Okay, we've just reached level 14, fantastic. If you are new to the channel and you're coming in on this episode, then I do welcome you, of course. Please consider leveling up your mining like that. Fantastic. Please consider subscribing, as it does help to build the channel. And the more people that obviously subscribe, the more people we can bring to the channel and enjoy the content together as a community. Guys, I will catch you next week for some more Warcraft action and more of our journey together through the wonderful world of Azeroth. But until then, it's good night from me, and I will see you next week. I'll be logging off at the inn. Take care. Bye.
Never forget. Never surrender.